big fat belly.
What's awkward?
You can go set the tables if you want. Is this too far for you? Here.
Oh my God. All right.
Good. All right, now, you going to ask the questions or what?
Yeah.
Don't sit there and smile at me.
Tell us your name and what type of business you have.
My name is Gordon Halleck. I own a business called Party Staffers. Party Staffers provide temporary labor for the restaurant and hotel and other dining industries such as hospital, the civic center, any party or caterers that need extra help. Party Staffers staffs them with bartenders, caterers, dishwashers, and cooks.
And how long ago did you start this?
I started this business about 18 years ago.
How did it start? What triggered it?
I was in Tallahassee. I just got moved here, and I was looking for a job. And I went to a hotel, the Conrad Hilton Hotel, the Hilton Garden Inn. And the manager would have liked to hire me, but he said he already had someone picked out for the job. And he told me that his regional manager was looking for help on the FSU campus at the Turnbull Center, which is a conference center. I contacted the lady at the conference center, whose name was Margaret Benson at the time, and she said, "When can your people start?" And I said, immediately. She said, "How about this weekend?" I didn't have anybody yet on my roll. I was just starting this business. So I immediately got on the phone and called every restaurant and bar in town and asked if there was anyone there looking for extra work this weekend. And I got a group of 10 people to come to my house, and all 10 of us, I interviewed them, told them what they had to wear. They all agreed to come to a job at the Turnbull Center on campus, and Party Staffers was started. And that's how it started.
Did you make a lot of money off your first job?
My first job at 5 hours a pop for $4 an hour, 20 times. Yes, I made a few $100s on my first job.
And did you realize right away that it was profitable, or did it take some time for it to become really profitable?
This job was profitable right away because it was any money that was coming in, which was fine. It took about 2 months or 3 months for it to be a full-time job of mine to train and help parties succeed in the Tallahassee area.
And how long was it before it was just automatic? The business kind of ran itself.
The business, I always had to run the business in terms of paperwork, paying everybody, and training and meeting new people. And then after about 5 years, I started using managers to go because I couldn't be in every place at once. And they also helped train new people and find and recruit new workers. But after about 3 years, it became pretty automatic, and it lasted that way for till now.
And what would be one of your biggest learning lessons?
The biggest learning lesson in this job was to learn how to have patience and let people understand what I expected of them in a non-threatening manner. In other words, I had to learn how to be tough with people, but at the same time appear friendly and where people would like me.
Did you ever at any time have an office, or was it always run out of your home?
I always had a home in my office. I mean, an office in my home.
And yes. Yes. And what is one of your biggest success stories of your company? When did you know it was just, this was
Well, I always knew right from the beginning it was successful. About 5 years in, I knew that I could make a living at it, which I have for 15 years or so. And probably one of the biggest successes is when people, after about 10 years, started asking me to coordinate